Hello, I'm back to work on Monday. A lot of the people have been asking me about my reading habits. So, just to say about my reading habits, before to know about the reading habits, there are certain things that everyone needs to be very clear. Number one, they need to know why they are reading the book, what type of books they are reading, and after reading the books, what they want to achieve. These three things needs to be very, very clear. So, in terms of the kinds of books that I read, I divide into four genres. Number one book is I love to read about anything related with health, especially running, and the mindset needed for it. Number two group of book that I normally love to read is autobiography. I'm very selective about autobiography, and the way I read about autobiography is, for example, quite recently I read about a famous Pakistani cricketer called Wasim Akram. After reading books, there might be certain things that I might not be clear. For that, I do a bit of homework and research. Since Wasim Akram is from Pakistan, I would love to watch some documentaries which are made from Pakistani people, so it gives me a clarity of that person. The third group of book that I normally love to read is something about leadership and management, which are quite relevant to the kind of job I do as a consultant psychiatrist. And number fourth book is I read about spirituality, religion, politics. So that helps me to understand the world in which I'm living. So generally there are four groups, genres of book I read. So let me recap. So those four genres are: number one is health, number two is autobiography, number three is leadership and management, and number fourth is to do with spirituality, politics, and uh, the world that we live in. Okay. um, so the way I normally plan my day to read a book is I follow the rule of 25 pages per day. Okay, normally any book that is written, in average it comes in 350 to 400 pages. So roughly, my aim would be to cover in 2 weeks that book. Some motivations books, they come into average of 100 to 120 pages. In a day, what I tend to do with 25 pages is when I wake up I read 5 pages, and when I finish my job, normally when my kids go around bed around at 8 p.m, I read 10 pages, and before sleeping I read 5 pages. So on 5 pages, as well as after 2 minutes break I read 5 more pages. So on average it comes 5, 10, 5, 5. It brings into 25 pages. Okay, so this is how I read my books. Hope people find it helpful. Cheers.